Hey there, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move your life forward in the most positive way possible. I did channel a message for you. I'll get to that in a moment. There's a couple of things I want to make sure I don't forget to say. One of them is if you have Scorpio Sun, Moon, or Rising and you checked out that video, be aware that there is a bonus video that I put out after I did the reading. It was really harsh and I just felt like I needed to pull some more cards, so there was additional information out there this month for that. The other thing I wanted to remind you is that I have moved the astrology part to its own video. It comes out every week on Thursdays. So if you haven't hit the notification bell yet, you should do that and you'll know when it comes out. But it has the astrology of the moon and the other planets. And then I pull cards for every sign also on that video. And again, always thank you so much for liking, for sharing, for commenting. I love that. It really helps to connect our energy and it makes it easier for when I channel to get into your energy if we've had some kind of connection. And I also want to remind you that I do personal readings, and contact information for that is below. In addition, you should check me out over there at Facebook. It's called The Tribe Empowers. It is a page where I work to work for self-empowerment through self-love and self-care. There's a variety of information and videos. Sometimes it's about nutrition. Sometimes it's about exercise. It could be about life cycles, or I don't know, just whatever spirit moves me to talk about. And I do a video every Wednesday on there. I call it the Mug of Motivation. And we get together Wednesday morning for about half an hour and chat about whatever comes up. And then there's also other information that comes out on that channel. So let's see. I was getting into your energy, and it's always a crab, but I think it's because I have so much water, and I'm, Cancer Sun, Cancer Venus, Cancer Mercury, Cancer everywhere, right? North Node. So what I saw was a crab, of course. But it was like a little sand crab, and first what I saw was like the water seemed like it was the sky, and I'm like, am I upside down? And then I realized I was in the hole in the sand looking up, and I was very alert, and I was waiting, and I'm like, well, what am I waiting for? And I never really was sure. So there was this very conscious awareness of everything that was going on. So was I waiting for a chance to dart out and get some prey? Was I waiting because I was worried about the predator coming to get me? Was I, I'm not really sure. Was I waiting for the right moment to move to another spot? I'm not sure, but I was very conscious, very aware of everything that was going on. So, this month of Pisces, I wanted to really encourage you, because this video covers February 18th through March 18th, and it's in your fellow water sign, and it is in 9th house. So higher education, contact with spirit, long distance travel, long distance communications, and Mercury is in retrograde, and so long distance communication, make sure you're really paying attention to the details. If you're traveling, pay attention to the details. But I think it's that being ready for the right moment to do something over the course of this time frame. So make sure you're paying attention to the details and be fully conscious of the energy and the effort that you have, because it looks like being in balance and creating something is really important, because we have the Queen of Forces and the Buddha Prepares. I didn't notice if the Buddha Prepares was in the upright or not. So the Buddha Prepares is about getting ready to take action. The Queen of Forces is about the ability to create, to be balanced, balancing the yin and the yang, right? The moon is the receptive energy. The sun is the yang, the action energy, right? So the giving and the receiving, keeping everything in balance, being able to bring everything together at the right time, at the right moment, and staying grounded. staying grounded. But I think that you're getting ready to do something. Forces is like, she's like the Queen of Wands, so it's that creative energy, right? And the overall energy that you got from for the 9-card spread was the Page of Wands, which is messages coming in, but in this case it calls it creativity. And I really think this is about being creative and knowing when is the right moment to take action, to do something. Something important is going on, and I feel like it's waiting and being fully conscious of the opportunities and staying grounded, staying centered within yourself and maintaining that inner balance, that inner sense of peace, and being ready to pounce, as it were, when you need to. So let's just see what else we get here for this. Just a little bit more. Here we go. All right. So if you've never been here before, this is the past, the present, the future, thoughts, feelings, actions, and then I assigned Lenormand card meanings to each of the different spaces. And right here, this is the key to the situation here. And you have happiness. The key is to find the happiness. What makes you feel happiness? What makes you feel like you're glowing and the sun is shining, not just outside of you, but from within you and emanating out into the world. That's also that solar plexus of energy of the creativity. The creativity that we get here also with this Page of Wands. And so I feel like there's a project that you're working on, something you're trying to birth, to bring into that. So you could be pregnant. Absolutely, you could be pregnant. It's very Empress kind of energy is what it feels like. There's something that, a business idea, a creative idea, something that feels like it just brings joy and happiness to you. And it feels like it's preparing to come. Now this came in the reverse, but the sun in reverse is still good. And so I think there might be like just waiting for the right time. And I want you to notice how it looks like he's all lit up here, like the sun is here in the solar plexus air energy. We have the sun here, we have the sun here, and we have this creative energy. And so you are co-creating with spirit your existence. So what do you want to create? The new moon in Pisces that's happening on February 23rd is really important because it's very calm energy surrounding it, which makes it the perfect time to plant your seeds of intention for what you want for this year. I mean, really the perfect time. There aren't very many calm, peaceful new moons happening this year. I'm trying to think off the top of my head of another one, and I can't. And so I really want to encourage you to utilize this one to the best of your ability. And with it being in a fellow water sign, that is a great opportunity. So up here in the arena of trying to gather information, you have the Seven of Cups, but the Seven of Cups was in the reverse. And so I feel like the possibilities, you have narrowed it down. I think you know exactly what it is that you're trying to create, and that perhaps you're getting ready to start here. In the area of transformation, we have the Ten of Cups. So completing this project, creating it, actually doing the work. So I feel like you narrow down what it is that you want to do. So again, if you're pregnant, then you may be giving birth this time. If you've been working on a book, you may be being published at this time. If you're getting ready to start a business, you may be getting out there. And so the area of transformation is completion. It's like doing the work and getting the emotional satisfaction. And the cups are all about feeling emotionally satisfied. Here in the arena of thoughts, we have the Hermit, but he is in the reverse. And this means it is time to take your idea and shine it out into the world. The time for withdrawing into yourself and pulling in your energy and sitting there and waiting. It's time to, turn that on your head and let it out. And so in the future, in the very near future, it is going to be time to step out, step up, and to complete your project. So I think you're in the process of completing what it is that you're putting out there to the universe. In the recent past, you've had some anxiety about this idea. So we have the Ace of Cups. This is about love when we see this. So again, I go back to the pregnancy thing. If you might have been anxious about that. You could have been anxious about what is going on with this creative project? Where am I going with this? How am I going to do it? But the Ace of Cups is never bad. So with it in the area of anxiety, I think you just had some concerns about where it was going. So in the area of the heart space, we have the Page of Swords, but he's in the reverse, and this is gossip. And so, I want to say, what other people think about you is none of your business. I really want to encourage you to not worry about what other people think about whatever it is you're doing, and instead step into your own power. So, Okay. So here we have the abandonment, but was in the reverse, which is really nice because that means that you're not feeling like you've been abandoned. We have ambition and potential. So I think that in your heart, I think there's something that you're worried that other people are not necessarily going to see the potential in. That they may not think that you're being ambitious enough because he was in the reverse also. They may not think that you're being ambitious enough. They don't not see the potential. But I don't want you to abandon your hopes, your goals, your dreams, your wishes. We have Neptune there in Pisces also, and so the sun at some point is going to come into exact with that, and I'm not sure. I would have to look at the calendar to tell you when that is, but I feel like there is so much opportunity here. And so don't abandon your hopes and goals and dreams. Don't worry about other people think. Don't worry about if they think that you're not showing any ambition because you seem like you're in the waiting mode. That's less important than what you decide to do here. And so here you have in the area of obstacles, you have the Nine of Cups in reverse. I think that maybe you have tried something before and it's not gone as to plan, and so you may be feeling a little nervous about whether or not this is going to work out. But I just want to remind you, 1 + 9 is 10, and that's this, right? And when the Nine of Cups is in the reverse in the obstacle, I just feel like at some point in the past you felt like something did not work out, and so maybe it feels like a lack of self-confidence. When this is in the reverse, your solar plexus being in the reverse, that is a lack of self-confidence, and I really want you to step into your power and understand that you are a co-creator. Be creative. Do what in your heart space is telling you to do, and here you go. It's going to be endurance. It's going to be a test. We have the Seven of Wands. This is endurance. This is being willing to step up and stand up for what you believe in and not worry about what other people are thinking or saying. And then you end up with this beautiful Two of Cups partnership. So, could this be a love relationship? It feels business. It feels like a creative project. It feels like this partnership is that you find somebody that helps you to push you over the line to get to where it is that you want to go. It doesn't feel like love. It feels like a partnership that is divinely orchestrated so the partnership could be with spirit, but this partnership here feels like it pushes you over the line, and it allows you to shine. It allows you to shine, whatever this is, whatever this is that you're doing. Oh, look at this. Yes. Beautiful. Luck, industry, and sweet victory. So yeah, that doesn't feel like love. This feels like something that you are physically trying to create that has so much potential here. So don't abandon your dreams and your wishes, okay? Don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry if they think you're not being ambitious enough, whatever. Don't worry about that. Not whatever this thing is, and you know what it is. Look at this. You have waves of prosperity coming. This vision for what you want, write it down with this new moon that's coming up on the 23rd. Be as specific as possible, because what we decide to create during this first quarter of the month is so important. And now it's time to really put it on paper if you have not done so already. Because what we are doing now is we are laying the groundwork for where we are going from here, for what's next, for the next decade. And this year is a year of laying the structures and putting things in place. So go ahead and ask the big ask. Dream the big dream. Take positive steps. Understand that it is a marathon, not a sprint. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't. The right people and will show up when you need it. So we have interesting. This is really interesting because it has nothing to do with any of this. Okay, so we have balanced friendships. Your friendships work best when there is an equal share of giving and receiving. This partnership here. So I feel like, and this looks like, okay. So if you get into a partnership into romantic or business-wise, it doesn't really matter. Make sure that you keep things in balance, that you are not taking on a larger part of the burden than is yours. Partnership is in a shared, both these cups hold the same amount. They support each other. It's necessary to keep things in balance. And we have the emotional healing of the bleeding heart. It is safe for you to let go of emotional pain. By doing so, you allow your heart to mend. And so I feel like this over here, the sense of failure, whether it's been in previous relationships or in a business opportunity or whatever, I let go of the pain, leave it in the past. The opportunities are here right now. It's time to step out. It's time to let the light shine through you out into the universe and to bring in what you're hoping for, what you're going for, what your dreams and your goals and your wishes are. It looks really, really good. And I know that some of you Cancers have had some heartbreak this year. And part of the healing sometimes is to focus on yourself and to do what you need to do for you. And the rebuilding of you, of who you are as a person. And when you become complete and whole, then there's room to allow other people in. But until you are complete and whole, trying to bring someone else in your life to patch your emotional bucket is not a good thing. But this is definitely about healing of the heart space on some level, because we have the rhododendite and the green aventura, which is the pink and the green of the heart chakra. It says it is easy for me to maintain overall well-being with conscious habits of health. So your partnership could be that you find the right personal trainer, right? If you're working on a health situation, you find the right therapist, mental, physical, emotional. The right partnership. I feel like the right partnership is going to come in. It says maintain a healthy heart, improve beliefs about good health and overall well-being, increase healthy outlook on all levels, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. I missed that one when I was giving the list. All right, and then we have the rhododendite. My mental and emotional bodies are balanced. I attract nurturing people. That's this, mental and emotional. That's that energy of yin and yang. Release heartache, griefs, and sorrows of past relationships. Encourage lightheartedness and joy. Restore the balance of confidence and emotion. So if you have been pulling into yourself for healing and you've been just taking care of yourself, good for you. That process is near completion. With the 10 of Cups here, that's emotional satisfaction and it's in the transformation. And I believe that this has been a bit of a haul. But if you have healed yourself emotionally, and that's when you invite in a balanced partnership emotionally, right? So don't worry about what other people think. Understand there's a lot of potential here in your heart space. So open up your heart and allow it to happen. Allow for the healing. Saint Raphael. Okay, Saint Raphael just said, yee. So ask Saint Raphael to come in and help you to finish the healing process. And remember that when we're out there and we're trying to find a good partnership, we want someone that's we attract in energetic equals. So the higher your energy level, the higher you're vibrating, the happier that you are, the more balanced that you are, that those are the energy levels that you'll be attracting to you. And when we are damaged or hurt or suffering, then our vibrational energies are lower and we attract in that lower vibrational energy. Okay, I just saw roses in my head. And when I see roses and I'm talking about this, roses put out pheromones when they're damaged. And they actually attract the bugs in that kill the plant. So don't put out the negative pheromones, the ones that attract in the negative energy. Heal yourself so that you can put out the positive vibes and you attract, the honeybees, right? All right, you take care. I will be back in 2 weeks to do the mid-monthly, and every week on Thursday I have the weekly moon report. And again, I really want to invite you to come over to the Tribe Empowers on Facebook and check out the stuff that's on there and let me know what you think. All right, so I will talk to you soon. You take care.